All right, guys, we are live. I'm going to try to see if I can get this all figured out here. There we go. You should be hearing me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It is a lovely 8:30 p.m. Tuesday, September 2nd, and super excited to show you guys exactly what we got going on here. So bear with me just a moment here. There we go. Perfect. All right, little technical difficulty, so bear with me while we get rolling. But if you guys can, just comment if you can hear me correctly. You should be able to hear me just fine now. Now that we're in here, I've got everything on that I can find, and been live for about a minute. We've got 29 of you currently in here. We got a lot more coming, I'm sure. So you should be able to hear me. Gotcha. I can hear you. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining tonight. We've been working round the clock. Have some exciting announcements on Your Peptide Brand's launch. We are launching in September officially, which is amazing. So we've just been grinding, trying to get all this stuff put together. The amount of work on the back end here is just absolutely crazy. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight, just taking a look at what we got going on. Again, my name is Ben Morgan. I'm going to cover what's new, why we built what we built, how it's going to help you start and scale your own brand here. And whether you're new or already selling, this platform and the updates we've made gives you guys full control without the heavy lifting. So as we've mentioned, and full transparency, we will only be launching this program for the first 300 early adopters. And so for those of you who are in here tonight, you'll actually have a route tonight for joining and a way to guarantee your spot, which will be including sending me an email, which I'll cover here in a few minutes with you. But the first 300 early adopters will get access to our program at a discounted rate for life, and you can lock that in tonight. And so with that said, we got blasts and everything going out right now. You guys will get a replay of this. It's on YouTube as well. So as soon as we're done, YouTube will do its thing, and then it'll be published and ready to go. But the first 300 of you can secure your rights and secure your access as soon as tonight. And you'll see pricing tonight. We're going to show you guys a sneak peek at some of the first 500, the first 15 products. We're going to kind of do a sneak peek on those. We are opening with access to over 100 research peptides. I believe the full count is around 191 actually, but some of those will be bulk, some of those will be private label, and we'll get into all of that as we move forward. But all that said, thank you so much, and let's jump right in here. So, quick disclaimer, obviously any mention of research products or related compounds on yourpeptidebrand.com is for educational and informational purposes only. These materials, like all research use peptides, are not intended or formulated for human use or veterinary use and are not classified as drugs, supplements, or food products under all applicable law. So by engaging with this content, you acknowledge that it is your responsibility to both understand and comply with all relevant laws and regulations in your specific jurisdiction. Nothing on this site should be interpreted as medical advice or a recommendation for use. That said, let's get started. All right, here's the deal. We've gone out and we've, as mentioned, struck a partnership with U.S. manufacturer that produces the highest quality research peptides on the market, all with 99% plus purity. We have bought up bulk inventory, which gets us premium pricing. We then turn and pass that on to our future clients. And that's what you're going to see here tonight. And we'll go into that detail as we go through each peptide. But as mentioned in last week's webinar, we're also launching a new app, which allows you to seamlessly add these research peptides directly onto your storefront instantly with the click of a button, which is really, really cool. So more on that. Now, the global research peptide market is projected to hit 162.4 billion with a B by 2030. Okay, that's according to Roots analysis. Now, That number alone tells us something really important. This is not just a small niche. It's a massive expanding industry with room for serious players. Now, here's why that matters for you. The industry is still in its early scaling phase. That means those who position themselves now can ride that growth curve instead of trying to catch up later. We're seeing explosive momentum in the research peptide space. Demand is climbing, awareness is quickly spreading, and infrastructure is improving. And that's what makes the timing even more powerful. Only a fraction of peptides are currently commercialized. The door is literally wide open. And these opportunities, though still abundant, they really are here for entrepreneurs who will move quickly, adopt, and work to take advantage of that. So the real question is, will you take advantage of this early stage momentum to secure your piece and your place in that $162 billion market over the next few years? Okay. I've got Aaron Peden as well in the comment section responding. So if you see responses from us, from Rocktomic, White Label Supplement Dropshipping, we are going live on the Rocktomic channel tonight to discuss the launch of this new business, yourpeptidebrand.com. This is not Rocktomic launching yourpeptidebrand.com. Rocktomic acts as the fulfillment partner for this new venture. So hang in there. More on that, obviously. But by the end of tonight's training, you're going to know exactly how to start and start to scale your own research peptide brand the right way. No guesswork, no gray areas, just literally a playbook. Okay. And here's the kicker. We do the hard parts for you. Sourcing, testing, branding, compliance, logistics, all that's handled by us. So instead of wasting months trying to figure it all out and vet different people, you'll walk away knowing exactly how to launch. And with us already handling the heavy lifting, that's what today is all about. Okay. Now, before we jump into more info on the White Label Research Peptide program, I want to discuss the top 8 problems you're going to face when creating your own research peptide brand. And if you've seen these slides, bear with me again. We just want to roll through this real quickly, just as a reminder. So problem number 1, regulatory compliance is confusing. Most beginners will risk shutdown by marketing their peptides, the research peptides, illegally or incorrectly. How do we help with that? Well, we help with FDA compliant disclaimers, labeling, and product positioning so you stay protected and legitimate. We're also working on some really cool features with obviously all the new expanding technology with AI to ensure compliance and alert you to any non-compliant things on your site. That's coming. We'll have some info on that soon. But that's number 1. Regulatory compliance is confusing, and if you don't keep up with it, you're at risk. So we will help by having all that delivered to you and then monitored as well. Problem 2, payment processing nearly impossible. Okay, Stripe, PayPal, and Shopify won't touch peptide brands. How do we help with that? Well, we've already secured multiple high-risk processors that integrate and will help integrate them for you. No holds, no denials, no setup struggles. We have 3 different partnerships we vetted and are in the process of getting all that lined out as well, just so you can simply choose the plan that works best for you and get set up and start processing. There's also some workarounds that we can discuss if you're not wanting to go down that route and be able to collect card and things. There are some other workarounds that we'll kind of provide the playbook for. Problem 3, sourcing legit peptides is risky. Low purity peptides can wreck your brand and wreck your rebuys, right? The whole goal of starting an e-commerce brand is to have repeat business. It's not getting the customer. It's not getting the sale. It's getting the customer, right? That's the goal. Someone who tries your product, researches your product, uses the product how they see fit, and comes back for more. Okay, how do we help with this issue? Well, we partner with US-based labs that provide 99% purity, third-party testing, and real verifiable certificates of analysis. We are also in the process of sourcing global peptides from multiple countries, and will also ensure 99% purity on all of those sources. But we are already have inventory secured from our US-based lab, and all the COAs and all that stuff is already in our hands. So we've got products landed that are awaiting fulfillment, ready to go. We're just waiting on getting all the rest of these pieces put together. But we will also have global peptides or globally sourced peptides available as well. Problem 4, you can't run ads the traditional way. Facebook, Google, and TikTok will typically ban most peptide promotions because of misuse or misrepresentation or not following the protocols. We have an exclusive partnership with a company that can resolve any ad account bans within hours and get you set up and going very, very quickly. If you're wanting to be more aggressive with your ad strategy, this is a great add-on for you to be able to get spun back up if you get banned or if you get taken down. If you're looking to play it more safe, there's obviously ways to do that as well. Problem number 5, shipping and storage could be a nightmare. Peptides require temperature control, potentially discreet packaging, and quick fulfillment. How do we help with that? Well, we handle everything inside our US warehouse, from cold chain logistics to fast shipping with discreet, white labeled, and compliant packaging. Problem 6, most peptide sites look untrustworthy. Sketchy websites will kill conversions and trust. How do we help with that? Well, we offer professionally designed, user-friendly e-commerce web design for our clients that not just look stunning, but function seamlessly and include fully compliant language tailored specifically to the RP industry, research peptide industry. Problem 7, inventory and cash flow kill most startups. High MOQs and stockpiling product equals cash tied up and wasted. How do we help with that? Well, our drop shipping model allows you to sell a curated selection of peptides with no inventory purchase required, no warehousing, and you literally only pay for product after you've made a sale, meaning you're not having to float inventory. Okay. And if you want to buy in bulk, or if you want to get access to, a bunch of different products, we have our PLDS, private label drop ship catalog of products that are available 1 unit at a time. And we also have bulk orders. Bulk orders start at 25 units. We'll cover more of that here. But for anyone wanting to sell these private label drop ship peptides, you can buy them one at a time. Obviously, we're starting with all the most popular ones for PLDS, private label drop shipping. That's what that stands for. And that should be good. So problem 8, scaling requires a team typically and systems. Handling warehousing, packaging, and fulfillment in-house is a nightmare for entrepreneurs if you're having to deal with all that stuff. How do we help there? Well, we automate the business with on-demand US fulfillment. So as you scale your orders, our staff will automatically scale our storage, our shipping. We take care of everything, so you can simply focus on making sales and we'll handle the rest. How's our product quality, right? All of our products are third-party lab tested and come with a certificate of analysis. Each batch exceeds ResearchGate standards with 99% plus purity. You have the screening as well for heavy metals and endotoxin analysis, made in the US at GMP certified facilities and third-party lab tested. Every single product from our manufacturers, there's multiple, those will all be displayed here and you can verify everything. A big thing with JanoChic is you can actually go to the bottom of a verifiable JanoChic thing and it has a little number here. You can go to JanoChic's website, type it right here, janochic.com/verify. You type in the number that's on the cert, and on the test report, it'll verify everything for you and pull that up. If it doesn't have the code, don't trust it. It's that simple. If it does not have this code at the bottom, move on, don't trust it. That's the number one thing. You got to make sure you have everything correct. Now, before, the old way of looking at peptides, you got confusing suppliers with questionable quality, shady COAs you can't trust that are just, edits on PDFs. You're building your brand from scratch. You got months of research and vetting, sending money off to who knows where to try to get product in. You got compliance headaches. You got uncertainty on product quality. There's no globally sourced peptides either. You're just having to go with trust and find somebody here in the US that does it, right? Well, the Your Peptide brand way is turnkey white label peptides with your brand on it. They're manufactured in the US with verified COAs. They're ready to sell products, in 15 to 25 minutes. Once we get our platform live by launch, you'll actually be able to download, select the products you want to go with, download the template, make the edits, create your digital mockups, and publish directly to your store live. We did a test run on this literally today. We published a brand with 10 items in 12 and a half minutes from sign up to publish to the site. Done. 12 and a half minutes. Pretty crazy. You will get complete branding and compliance assistance, full compliance support as well, guaranteed quality and purity. Globally sourced peptides is in the works, as well as the US peptide. So you'll get access to the top purity available. Everything will be 99% plus, whether they're US based or globally based. Most people turn to globally sourced just to increase margins. As long as the quality is there, doesn't matter. You can obviously use research peptides of the highest quality that are certified as effective, right? And the right mixture rates and the right compliance and no heavy metals, all those things that really, really matter. All the products will be of the utmost highest quality with your peptide brand always. You'll never have to take a guess on that. So here's how it works. Step one, pick your products. We're going to have over 100 premium research peptides with 99% purity. These are all third-party tested with obviously heavy metals, endotoxins, and we have drop shipping available on the select SKUs and bulk orders available on the rest. Step two, you're going to add your branding. You're going to showcase your brand with custom logos, professionally designed labels, full compliance on every product. So you'll basically select the different SKU that you want to do, like such as retatrutide or GLP-3s, right? You'll be able to find these different products and get them customized exactly how you want them in a compliant way. Then step three is you start selling. List your products in store or online. You control your pricing. You get to set that yourself. And then you let us take care of the fulfillment and the logistics on the orders that you do. As you see here at the bottom, if you're not yet on our wait list, you can obviously join the wait list at any time at yourpeptidebrand.com. The first 300 Rocktomic scale clients will get access to launch with your peptide brand first. So if you're not a Rocktomic member, if you are a Rocktomic member on the scale plan, you get right of first refusal. You get to sign up first. And more on that here in a minute. We'll cover some more of that here in just a second. Now, I want to give you a sneak peek at some of the research peptides you can drop ship with the new program. Okay, so let's get into it. First off, a 4X blend, a GHRP2 5 milligram, tesamorelin 5 milligram, MGF 500 micrograms, and ipamorelin 2.5. This is a 4X blend. There's 4 different peptides all mixed into the same unit. Your core plan price on this is $65. Premier plan price, if you're on the Premier plan, saves you $5. You'll be at $60. Suggested retail price on these is $110. There's a $50 margin on this product. Okay. Great product. BPC 157, available on both the core and Premier plan. Suggested retail price on this 5 milligram of BPC 157 is $65. Okay. So again, $22 margin on that item. The 10 milligram, core price $48, Premier plan price $45, suggested retail price is $90. $45 margin on the Premier plan. GHKCU 50 milligrams, core price $43, Premier plan price $38, suggested retail price on this is $70. Glow GHKCU 45 milligram, BPC 157, 10 milligram, and TB 500. It's a 3X, 3 product in one peptide blend. 117 on the core, 105 on the Premier. Suggested retail price on this is $170. GLP-1R 12 milligram, core plan price $125. Premier plan price $110. Suggested retail price is $200. Okay, GLP-1. GLP-1R 24 milligram. This is retatrutide, essentially $225 core plan. Premier plan price $200. Suggested retail price on a 24 milligram is $350. That's $150 margin on that one product. GLP-1T 10 milligram Tirzepatide, $85 core plan price, Premier plan price $70. Suggested retail price on the 10 milligram of $150. GLP-1T 30 milligram core plan price $170, Premier plan price $150. Suggested retail price $270. That's anywhere from $100 to $120 margin on that product per unit. NAD Plus, 1,000 milligram biofermented. Guys, this is insane to have a biofermented NAD Plus available. 115 on the core, 100 on the Premier. Suggested retail price on this is $225. Amazing product. Okay, absolutely amazing. NAD is unbelievable. Great product. PT141, a 5 milligram dose. Again, core peptide, core plan price, $35. Premier plan price, $32. Suggested retail price, $50 per 5 milligram vial. Solank, 10 milligram, core plan price, $39. Premier plan price, $36. Suggested retail price, $52. Sermorelin, 10 milligram, core plan price $60, Premier plan price $50, suggested retail price $100. Thiomycin beta 4, TB500 is what it's also known as. 10 milligram, 55 unit, $55 on the core plan, $50 on the Premier plan. Suggested retail price on this is $140. It's for a 10 milligram of TB500. Now, you can explore the topics that matter to your brand. If you go to the yourpeptidebrand.com, there's a peptide learning center. We're continuing to publish new content here. Start getting yourself familiar with it. You're going to need to understand a lot of these different things, such as FDA and FTC compliance, how to start and research a business, marketing strategies, research peptide branding and positioning strategies, how to scale a peptide brand, profitable research peptide niches, right? So that's a great resource that you have access to right now. So start digging, start learning, start going from there, which is amazing. Now, as mentioned, I know some of you are on the fence about Roctomic. Quick reminder, Roctomic is our platform for 140 plus premium US manufactured supplements. Our Research Peptides program follows the same business model, just applied to peptides. A lot of our Roctomic scale members have been asking if there's extra benefits to joining the peptide side too. So here's what we decided. All current Roctomic scale members will receive a 40% lifetime discount on our peptide program. This means you get the top plan, the Premier plan, which is normally $497 a month. You will pay just $297 a month. Okay, so if you're not yet a Roctomic member, you can grab that membership by going to roctomic.com/webinar-offer-2-0 and lock in your spot. You can see that right there at the bottom, roctomic.com/webinar-offer-2-0. You'll see the scale member, $297 a month. You sign up there. Then you'll be able to, once we launch, get access to the Premier plan, right, for the basic price. Okay, meaning our core plan is normally $297. Our Premier plan is $497 a month. As a scale member, you will get access to the Premier plan for the core price. So you'll be saving every single month, which is great. Okay. Again, you can join the waitlist at yourpeptidebrand.com if you're not already on the waitlist. And then if you're a scale plan member, you can obviously do that. Now, as I mentioned, you can guarantee yourself access to the launch and guarantee yourself tonight to be one of the first 300 by doing the following. What I want you to do right now is send me an email. My email, let me grab that 1 second. I want to make sure I give you the right one. It is b.morgan Again, b.morgan@yourpeptidebrand.com. I'm going to drop it in the comment right here, right now. b.morgan@yourpeptidebrand.com. If you send me an email right now, and you are already a scale client, you will be issued a sign-up link as soon as we have it ready, which will guarantee you one of the first 300 spots. We wanted to do that tonight just to ensure that you're there. Tanner asked a question. So it's $297 plus $297 per month. If you want to do that, yes, Tanner. If you're a scale member at Rocktomic, you're paying $297 to Rocktomic. You'll then pay $297 to your peptide brand to access the peptides. But that will give you the price point on the Premier plan. So instead of paying $497 just for peptides, you'll pay $297, but you'll also have access to all the supplements as well. So we got a lot of clinics and different people we've been talking with as we've been getting this already. Clinics that want access to the peptides, obviously, to be able to do wholesale and bulk ordering and kind of hand out peptides to their clients over the counter. And obviously we wanted to give a benefit to them as well to have access to the supplements. So rather than pay $497 to just have access to peptides, you can pay basically $594, right? $297 plus $297, $594, and you have access to all the peptides, including the Premier peptides, which are only on the Premier plan, which are the globally sourced peptides. And then, yeah, that's where we're at. VIP members will not have access to sign up until the first 300 spots are fulfilled. When we go live, we're basically going to have 24 hours for all the scale members to get access to the plan first. But I do want just to, again, reiterate, email me right now, b.morgan@yourpeptidebrand.com, and we will, you guys, if you emailed me tonight while you're on this webinar tonight, if I get those emails, those are getting set aside so we can get you guys set up right away. So hopefully that makes sense. The link works. Without the www, it errors out. Oh, yes. You do need to have www.yourpeptidebrand.com. Otherwise, it's not forwarding. So hopefully that clarifies that. And that's essentially where we're at, guys. That's the first sneak peek we've offered at the pricing. So you guys can see the margins. You know, on average, Rocktomic clients see anywhere from an $18 to $20 margin typically. Here you're seeing anywhere from a, $35 margin per unit up to $120, $140 per unit. So the margins are just absolutely different. So I bought Steph says, I bought 2 lifetime plans with upgrades and want to upgrade to a scale plan. Can someone help me personally do this? Absolutely, Steph. We can send you a link right now. I'm not sure if I have your email. I want to consolidate the 2 accounts and see what I can achieve. Yes. Email me, Steph, b.morgan@rocktomic.com. And we'll get with you and get that taken care of. The best thing to do right now would be to buy the scale plan. Again, it's the $297. Simply click on that link and you should be able to sign up, and then we can work on merging everything over into the new membership. You just need to make sure you use the same email as one of those plans, Steph. Use the same email that you're getting the emails from Rocktomic on when you sign up on the scale plan, and then that will merge everything for you. Dixon Media availability for Canada. Do you have Sermorelin and BCP in tablets? Yes, we do have some tablet products. I'm not sure on Sermorelin and BPC. We also have patches that'll be coming out as well. So you're not doing the injectables, but actually there's a little vial you pull down, you put the patch on, it kind of looks like a nicotine patch. And there's a little thing you pull off of that, and we'll have access to those too. Those are one of the products that are coming, but we don't yet have that. BPC 157, we do have that product both on the US side and source and the globally source. We'll have BPC on both. BPC 157, not BCP 157, just so we're clear. So we've been circling around for at least 7 years now. If we join tonight, we get access to supplements too. If you have a scale membership, which is that rocktomic.com/webinar offer, you'll pay $297 a month to get access to those. Once we launch our peptide brand membership, you'll need to pay an additional $297 there. So your total monthly rate will be $594, and you'll have the best pricing both with Rocktomic supplements, all supplements, access to all supplements, and with the peptides, the research peptides as well. Can you please explain some marketing side of the peptide? Yes. So we'll have a whole course on marketing peptides, guys. That's not like a simple answer, obviously. There is with research use, right? Not physician use only, not prescription grade. The product quality is the same as the prescription grade with most peptides research use, because in order for a peptide to be considered research use, depending on what the peptide is, right? What the mode is that it's using, and what signal it's sending, there are different variances with the quality of the peptide. For physician use peptide, it has to be above 99%, right? Well, for our research, or for physician use peptides, they have to be above 99%. For research use, in order to be a qualified research use, depending on the peptide, it needs to be between 80 and 99%. All of the peptides we're sourcing, we're aiming for that 99% mark. Now, some peptides don't have 99%. They only will, the best you'll get them at is like a 87%, for example, on some of these. On all of those situations, we will always source the highest grade possible. That's what we're looking for. So in terms of marketing, there is a full gray area in the rules from the FDA. We say gray area because it's not really a gray area. They're pretty black and white on what you can and cannot do. But as long as you're doing what they say you need to, you can operate legally your own research use peptide program. The longer crowbar asks, when are you launching? In September is what I can tell you right now. We're aiming for mid-September, but we're going to for sure launch in September. Depends on if we get all this stuff done. David Frank asks, are there international shipping limitations? Yes, there are. And that varies by country where you're shipping to, 100%. Just like with, CBD products, there are restrictions. Research use peptides are also restricted internationally in some countries. We'll have a full training on all that stuff, and that just depends. So we can't get into answering all that stuff. How much does the website cost and merchant fees? Merchant fees range anywhere from 6.9% to 9.9% with high risk merchants. That's the same for CBD. If you're looking to accept credit cards and do all those things, that's the range you're looking at, 6.9 to 9.9, pretty comfortably. You can obviously accommodate that in your price point because 9% is a lot when you think of merchant fees. But being able to select and collect people's credit cards for the merchants, if you just factor in that into your price point, and the margins are heavy enough that you can still absorb it and operate legally. So what I would say is having the ability to legally accept somebody's credit card for a research use peptide is more valuable than what the rate is, because you can scale your legitimacy and scale your audience, because a lot of people don't like using, for example, PayPal. They don't like using Zelle, right? I've personally purchased research use peptides from sites where they send you an email and then you Zelle money over as well. So there's workarounds to try to avoid high merchant fees, but having the legitimacy of being able to use and collect an Amex or a Visa or a MasterCard will set your brand apart as well. So hopefully that makes sense. How much is shipping estimated? So totally depends. These are small, typical, peptide vials, guys. These are not large. You're not looking at huge expenses. Most people are not just buying one peptide, they're buying a stack. And we would definitely recommend you present things as a stack or a 90-day supply type things. You're putting multiple units in there because the cost to ship one is pretty much the cost to ship 5, right? The weight difference is not that much. Bottles will be bubble wrapped, protected, and sent correctly. So that's all there. Can we put them on our own site? We have a medical professional site. You can. We always recommend keeping peptides separate from other items, just for clarity. Now you can have a checkout link for peptides where they click that link on your existing site and it takes them to a different storefront. That's how we recommend everyone does it. But it's up to you. There's lots of brands that kind of commingle and do everything. Someone says Maverick for processing is the best. Rocktonic hooked me up with them years ago. They are great. Maverick is great with supplements. On the peptide side, it's a little trickier, Brian. Maverick doesn't really work very well with startup peptide companies, but others do. And we are working with Maverick to try to get a plan put together for them, but they're not one of our 3 that we've already vetted, just so you're aware. Do you offer paperwork and certifications for buying bulk to ship abroad? Absolutely. All of the testing on all those things can be handled. You can also order your own test if you're doing a big bulk order to ship abroad, where you can be listed, as the manufacturer, as the standard of record. There's a lot of different things we can do there. If I partner with someone that is good or decent percentage to give him as a commission, 100%, Moises, that's a great way to go to market with this is if you have a partner with someone who really understands the peptide market and you give a percentage to them to help, produce content and help you have an offer out there that answers questions, you're good. Longer Crowbar says, can we put them on our own site? We have a medical pressure site. We're paying $75 now for expedited shipping. So all of the shipments will go out within 1 business day, which is really important. We operate Monday through Friday at the Rocktonic facility. So if an order is placed before 11 a.m., it goes out the same day. If not, it goes out the next business day. I'd like to upgrade. So Terry, if you want to upgrade, simply click on the link right there that you see at the bottom, the rocktomic.com/webinar-offer-2-0. That'll take you to the landing page. You need to type in, I believe, www in front of that in order to get to the checkout. But you can sign up tonight. Just use the same email when you sign up as what's on your plan. And when you get to the last page, you'll just click on login with an existing account, and that'll link everything for you. So Terry, you can easily upgrade very easily. Moisa says, I am new in this peptide industry. Do we get a sheet or training or what product does for the human body, like with amino acids, etc.? So yes, we have and are working on all kinds of things, guys, such as what we call the dosing guide, right? Tell you how to properly mix the research use peptides with the backwater or sterile water. There's different words for what the FDA is requiring. I know they just changed something on it, but what was once called backwater is called like rehydrogenated water or something else rather than backwater, but that's what you mix with the peptide. So there's a full dosing guide on there, and we'll have an entire school community as well that you guys will get access to. Included in the higher tier plan at the $497 price point, you get access to the school community. On the lower price point, it's an extra add-on. Biostatic water, correct. Sorry, I'm going on like 3.5 hours of sleep too, everyone, so bear with me here. Did the payment process require you to have a physical location office on your LLC, or can you use your home address? So they do require typically an address, but if you use your home address what's on your ID, that typically works as well. You can also, since everything is shipping from our facility, you can list the Rocktonic facility address as on the merchant side of where things are shipping from. That's also okay. You can also set up an LLC in Delaware, Wyoming, wherever, and have different addresses there to use. So Moisa says, okay, I'm in. Very good. Can I sell on eBay and TikTok? So TikTok and eBay are both pretty tricky. There are people selling on TikTok, but TikTok's official policy on peptides is that they are not allowed. So you may be able to get something set up, but whether it stays up is a whole different thing on specifically the TikTok channel for peptides. Now, there are ways to market research use, as I've mentioned, and we'll get into all of those details as we uncover and go live with the launch, but that's all there. Are we able to do marketing training without being signed up? I don't want to spend money if it's not going to fit with my business model. Matt, I'm not sure what business you're in, but in terms of marketing and training, it's currently a $56 billion industry. There's definitely ways to market it and to make the sales, but I'm not sure what you do there. But we don't have anything yet put together for access just to the marketing. However, once we launch the school training platform, yes, you will be able to subscribe just to the school membership. But for non-clients, it's the same as a membership price. So it'll make sense to just sign up, basically. We are in for sure. Already sent an email to you, Ben. Great. Excited to have you guys. So we can put them in our own WooCommerce site where we do the virtual medical consult then. Yes, so WooCommerce is the preferred sales channel for peptides because you do have a lot of flexibility on the merchant side inside of WooCommerce, where Shopify does not allow much there and much ability to kind of pick your own integration on the payment side. They try to retain control of that. Same with some of the other sales channels. So WooCommerce is the only platform that we will automatically integrate with our app, where you can literally view the catalog, customize and sell, create your labels, create your logos, digital mockups, publish directly to your store, and start making sales. All that happens on the WooCommerce storefront. So typically the web site will be a WordPress site, and the sales checkout and your CRM will be on the WooCommerce site, where you can do retargeting, marketing, all that stuff, all with details from the WooCommerce side. I'm late to the call. Do we need to have telemedicine to prescribe certain peptides? No, Judah, you do not. These are research use peptides, so you're not actually able to prescribe anything without a medical license. Telemedicine would be required if you are trying to prescribe certain things to people. Research use peptides are not approved for human use, right? So what we're talking about in terms of how we market to researchers is by covering the research use cases, discussing what was found, discussing what may be happening with those research use cases. There's a lot of verbiage that needs to be very carefully adhered to in order to market, with quotation marks, research use. RUO, or research use only peptides, can be sold to researchers as people are making their own decisions for their own body with research use. You cannot, make claims or you can't do a lot of things with how this whole thing unloads, but you can go online, do some quick researches, pull up websites that are selling them. You can kind of see what's happening. So we go there. What happens in the case of a site down? Do we go to a different domain, or do we use different hosting? So the main thing you're going to see is ad accounts getting banned for making claims or doing something improper. And for that, like I said, one of our things we offer is a group that we work with that helps get ad accounts spun back up within 24 hours, which is huge. So if you get one shut down, you spin up a new one. Get one shut down, you spin up a new one, and that's unlimited. So there's some more details to come on that. Matt says, I do podcasts in the combat sports space, and I'm able to sell this on my podcast, YouTube, and Facebook and things. Absolutely, you'll be able to draw attention to that, Matt. And combat sports, there's a ton of people, obviously, in the space with peptides. Rogan talks about some clinics and things down in Mexico constantly that are utilizing peptides in their protocols for people. But yes, short answer, yes. There's just the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it. As long as you do it the right way, you'll be okay. Can we partner with gym owners or med spas? Absolutely. Great plan of action there. We're working on the same. We have a conglomerate we're working with for telemedicine as well to potentially be able to offer that, but that's still in the works, not yet done at all. What happens in the case the site goes down? Yeah. So what other questions do you guys have, guys? What other questions do you have? Let's take a look here. Give me just a second here. How is that preferred commerce site spelled? WooCommerce. I believe it's part of BigCommerce, if I remember. There's some weird merger that they did. BigCommerce or WooCommerce. I believe it's WOO. Type in WooCommerce, WOO. Just join. We get access to we get access to supplements now. So yeah, the longer crowbar asked, just joined. Do we get access to supplements now? You can get access to supplements by signing up on the Rocktomic site. Just go to rocktomic.com/webinar offer 2.0, as spelled there at the bottom of your screen. That's how you can get access to the supplements if you're wanting access to the supplements. Peptide launch has not yet gone live, so that'll be coming. Genipro Protein, great comment here. Says, love the honesty and transparency. We have a telemedicine side that some of our clients prefer, but most, and I say most, would like to save money and skip the phone visit because that's intrusive. The downside of telemedicine is that you have staff, you have people that are honing those things, you have medical licenses that need to be on file, you have all kinds of things to get set up as a quote unquote approved provider in order to offer telemedicine. That comes with a higher increased cost. Now, what most telemedicine places are doing is they're charging way more than what we're even listing at here. The price points that we're listing these products at that we showed you are at or below kind of that marketplace is where we're positioning everything to sell them at. But telemedicine are we got a quote on a protocol of 3 different peptides, and it was $1,700 a month through a telemedicine site. 3 products that we'll have that you'd be around $350, $400 for. So there's a lot of room if you do want to go that route to still have the finances available to justify it. And some people may want that, but that's all that. My partner has a 2.0 on the PEP site, also DFY website creations and upsell, just to plan ahead. So yes, we will have a verified all the language already preloaded onto all the products, a page for each product already done. You'll be able to select which products you're launching with. We'll get the logos, the labels, the mock-ups all done. All that stuff will be there. Price points on all that stuff will be coming out soon. And we'll also have an add-on, like I said, for compliance verification. And so that'll help ensure you don't have any shutdowns or compliance issues with the FDA. Last thing you want to do is be out there making claims that you should not be making and get in trouble, get your hand slapped, right? So we have a fully compliant thing that we're building currently, that AI is basically crawling your site and then crawling the FDA's regulation site and finding anything that could be of a concern and notifying you and notifying us of those concerns. That's a huge, huge win. And that'll all be ready to go with our sign up. And we would recommend everyone focus on compliance here. That's the number one name to the game here, is doing things legitimately and properly, not trying to take a shortcut, not trying to shortchange anything. Follow the rules and regulations and operate your business legally. There's no need to go crazy, like literally none. You just operate legally and you'll be good. Yes, as I mentioned, I had like 3 hours of sleep, guys, so bear with me on the big commerce comment. You're right. That is a totally separate thing. WooCommerce, scale, sign up link is there. I'm partway through the checkout process since I've reinvested many times. I'm not doing the upgrade this time. I hope they can be transferred over. My partner has 2.0. Peptide also offers DFY. When can we get started? Matt, you'll be able to go live as soon as we have the link out there. For those of you who emailed me tonight, again, b.morgan@yourpeptidebrand.com. Any of you who email me and are already a current scale client will get first rights to sign up, and you're guaranteed a spot as long as you send me the email before we end this webinar. So don't miss out on that. To get rolling with supplements, is there a labeling fee? How long before we can start selling? So all of that is covered on that checkout as you go through it. If you're wanting us to produce the labels for you, then yes, there is a fee. If you want to do your own, you get access to all the templates and you can do your own labels, and there's no fee for that. You have to stay compliant, however. So We always recommend the fastest way if you are new to branding and all of that thing. You can buy different packages. Those are all figured into that checkout software there. You can see the different things for both the website, labels, digital mock-ups, and logos. All that branding can be purchased for as well. WooCommerce is part of WordPress. I can help build, host, and maintenance WooCommerce sites. Correct. WooCommerce is part of WordPress. So we recommend a WordPress site with a WooCommerce checkout storefront or sales channel. So Rocktomic is $297 a month for the scale plan. Jay, I don't know if that's the question. Ultimate branding package. So there's different branding packages. As you go through the checkout process, you'll see the different branding tiers. If you're not currently a scale client, that can all be added to you. Hustle, we do not have any energy drinks. We've gone down that path a few times, but pretty tricky to do energy drinks. We do have some people that can do them, but we don't have any that are white labeled in-house, ready to go, that can be just added to. You can do a custom run. However, I think we have some pricing on that from a couple different people, but we can help go down that route if that's what you're really wanting to do. Have the ultimate already, but not a scale client. Can we collect customer emails and then market via email blast? 100%, Nadeem. Do we have to pay sales taxes? If those products, you have to look at where you're at in the world, where you're shipping to, and understand the e-commerce regulations. For us, since we're in Georgia and our corporation's in Georgia, if we're selling the product and shipping it to a Georgia address, like in the state of Georgia, then we have to charge sales tax. If we're sending outside of the state of Georgia, we do not. Now, it's different based on each segment, but that's pretty much the rules. With e-commerce, if you're shipping to the same site, same state from where the products are being housed or being warehoused, which is in Georgia, you need to charge sales tax if your customer lives in Georgia. Customers outside of Georgia, it's different, but do your own research on that. I'm down for your help since this is possible for energy drinks. I have a great way to market this. Awesome. Yeah, shoot me an email, b.morgan@rocktomic.com. The energy drink is more of a Rocktomic question than the peptide side. I want to start with one product and go from there. What would you recommend? Mary, are you talking on the Rocktomic side or the peptide side? What I can tell you is the majority of your peptide sales, like the one-off units, will come from these first 15 products that we're going live with that we covered tonight. The Retatrutide, the BPC 157, the TB 500, the Wolverine blend, the 4X blend, the 3X blend. Those will be the majority of the most popular kind of brands that are out there. The NAD, the biofermented NAD, unbelievable product. That should be one of the products that you can get people on a recurring basis with, because it's so powerful and so useful and so bioavailable that people will really get the benefits of it pretty quickly. You'll love that one. But yeah. Steph says, so high maintenance. I've cleared everything a few times. When I log in, it still shows lifetime. Yeah, Steph, that might take a little bit. Don't stress about that. We'll get you taken care of. This is on YouTube Live, guys. So yes, as soon as we're done with the call today, there will be a replay available after about 25 minutes, and you'll be able to go back to it. This will be on the Rocktomic YouTube channel. Aaron, do you have a link that you can post as well for the Your Peptide brand YouTube? I would ask all of you that are on here to go follow that. We are going to start posting content on there as well. And so if you go follow that page, I'll see if Aaron can paste the link in for that. Then you'll be able to get updates every time we go live with little information. We'll be doing like literally 10-minute videos, little drops of information as we get closer to the launch. And that is where we will let everyone know. That's where we will go live with the offer, as well as on YouTube, our YouTube Live. So please go ahead and go to that link. I'll see if Aaron can find that and paste that here in the comments for you guys, just so you're good to go. Where can we find the pricing that you spoke to? So we don't have anything out published yet in terms of a catalog, guys, but I can go back through the products one more time just so you can see them. Let me go to those. So here we are. Here's a 4X blend on the Premier Plan price, which again, anyone who signs up will get the Premier Plan price, even if you're only paying the core membership price. So as a scale member at Rocktomic, you will get the Premier Plan price on all of your peptides, but you'll only be paying the core membership plan, which is $297 a month. The Premier Plan is $497 a month. If you're a Rocktomic scale client, you will get the Premier membership at the core plan price. So your price would be $60 and you sell that for $110. BPC 157, your price is $43, you sell that for $65. Premier Plan price on the BPC 157 10 milligram, $45, you sell that for $90. GHKCU 50 milligram vial, $38, sell it for $70. The Glow, which is a nice blend, 3 different products, GHKCU, BPC 157, and TB 500, all of those blended into one vial. You sell that for $170, you're paying $105. Okay, it's a $65 margin per order. GLP-1R 12 milligram, you pay $110, you sell that for $200. GLP-1R 24 milligram, you pay $200, you sell that for $350. That's $150. This will be one of the most popular products right here that you get access to. The GLP-1R retatrutide in either the 12 or 24 milligram vial. Okay. This is a great research peptide. I've been doing my own research on this peptide and it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Huge differences too on our YouTube channel. We are going to start doing some podcast style interviews with some experts in the space, just going over the different research use cases, reviewing some research studies, and really getting into the nuts and bolts of the benefits of these peptides. A lot of people are using tirzepatide, for example, for weight loss. But there's some downsides to a one receptor product where retatrutide goes after 3 different receptors and has just tons and tons of benefits. GLP-1T 10 milligram, you pay $70, you sell it for $150. GLP-1T 30 milligram, you pay $150, sell it for $270. NAD plus, the biofermented 5 milligram or 1,000 milligram vial, you pay $100, you sell it for $225. It's going to be a great product. PT 141, you sell or buy for $32, sell for $50. 10 milligrams Selank, you buy for $36, sell for $52. Sermorelin 10 milligram, buy for $50, sell for $100. TB 500 10 milligram, buy for $50, sell for $140. So that's kind of a sneak peek there. My website's being designed and to build as we speak. Very cool, Terry. Getting a head start on it. Love it. Mary, if you have a lifetime account, that does not give you access to the scale membership. The scale membership is an upgrade to the lifetime. When you upgrade, you get better pricing on all of the products at Rocktomic, anywhere from, $15 to $5 cheaper per unit on the scale plan. So makes complete sense, but you can look at that and do the math when you look at the catalog. You bet. Guys, I hope that's it's kind of where we're at for the evening. So let me know if you have any remaining questions. The last comment I see, Soul Fuel, how much is an average GLP-1 vial price in the market? It totally depends. There's people presenting on the, as mentioned, if you look at the quality of the peptide, 99% plus purity, you've got physicians and their phone banks selling it for $600 a month, right? For one vial. You can do the same thing for $150. So totally depends. It's up to you. That's the nice part about white label, guys. You get to determine how to market this. but you can do some quick research on all these things and kind of understand the marketplace very, very quickly. We've already done that for you, which is why we recommended the suggested retail price will be in the catalog for you already. So you can go do your own research. You can trust ours. Up to you. Dr. Gina, will you be adding more peptide options soon? Yes. So again, we will have 160 to 190 peptides at launch. We're estimating around 85 of those will be private label drop ship, meaning you can do 1 unit at a time. The balance of those will be available for bulk orders, and the bulk order catalog starts at 25 units. So not all products will be available for private label drop shipping. Some, if you want to store them in our warehouse, you need to buy 25 units of. In that case, we will label your 25 units, assign a specific SKU for your brand. Those will be held at the warehouse and shipped out for you, private label. Or we can send them to you in a package you can do over-the-counter type things. But yes, you can secure with as little as 25 units, you could have access to all the products for drop shipping. But the only products that are available for drop shipping will be the ones that are labeled as such in the catalog. Everything we talked about tonight will all be drop ship products, every single one of them. Trying to send email. Email is being blocked by Microsoft. It won't go through. So again, it's b.morgan@yourpeptidebrand.com. That's b.morgan@yourpeptidebrand.com. We just get a quick count of how many of you sent emails in tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. 45 out of the 71 of you on here sent the email in. So that's great. About 50% I want in notice, and you will get it. Okay. Try my other email. Just try b.morgan@rocktomic.com. I'll type that in here as well. Maybe it thinks I'm getting spammed since I got so many emails within a 2-minute time frame, and it's blocking it out. I haven't checked on Google yet. I don't see anything from Google alerting me to a ban or a block. So we'll have more on that. So we will have oral, Dr. Gina. There will be some oral options as well as part of that bulk 25 unit thing. We also have the patches, the arm patches. Those are coming. We're still waiting on one of our suppliers is those are in testing right now, and we're waiting on the testing to come back, and then we'll be able to add that as well. But yes, there are oral peptides, there are supplements, and there are supplement peptides, oral peptides, and the patches as well. So those are all coming. We'll have more on that as we go. So again, guys, VIP members, if you're a VIP Rocktomic client, if you're a lifetime VIP member, and you go to the catalog, go to rocktomic.com, download the new catalog. About a month and a half ago, we launched Rocktomic 2.0. With Rocktomic 2.0 came a new monthly plan that is better pricing than the lifetime plan that you once had access to. You can still have access to your single unit VIP member pricing, but the scale plan on average is around 53% lower per unit than what you have access to with a VIP member. So if you upgrade to a scale plan member is what it's called, that's where you get the absolute best price at Rocktomic now. It's no longer the VIP member or the tier 1 pricing that you were paying $97 a month for. You can still pay $97 a month. That's our cheapest monthly plan now, and that's the same tier 1 pricing that you would have seen before. But our scale plan is even better by a long shot. And so you can go to the catalog, take a look at that, and see if it makes sense for you. Those that are on the scale plan will get rights first to sign up. Now, we only had at peak 130 people live in this room. Not everyone was on to hear me say send the email. So that's there, but hopefully that makes sense. Can I send through our Rocktomic account? We are VIP lifetime members. So yes, if you're a VIP lifetime member, again, you have access to the VIP lifetime price point in the catalog. If you want access to the scale membership and access to join the Your Peptide brand first, you'll need to be a scale member, which means you need to upgrade from your VIP lifetime and get on the monthly plan, which is called the scale plan. It's the best way to do it. Info or suggestions on liability for selling these retail. Now, all research use only, or RUO products, right? Research use, there are restrictions related to how to market, what to say, what not to say, right? On your website, on your advertising, all those things. You cannot make a claim. You cannot recommend use. They're research use only, meaning you have to be a qualified research professional. Now, qualified research professional, I say that with quotation, happy fingers, because that is not defined. That is where the juice and the magic is, right? That is not a defined thing. As you do research and as you look at case studies and you become a researcher of these peptides, they are approved for research use. They are not approved for recommended use, if that makes sense. You cannot recommend usage. You can, however, look at research studies and look at the research blends and research that's going on with the case studies that are out there and readily available. Most of these peptides have been on the market, guys, and available for years, but they're just now getting popular with mainstream. In my humble opinion, peptides are the future of supplementation. That's what I've been saying since I got into the peptide space and started learning about them. I think it's the future of supplementation and health as we get all big pharma kind of out of the way and we start taking care of ourselves. So hopefully that makes sense. Do we get an issue at Customs Canada if we ship a single order? It depends, Nadeem. We don't have specific details yet on specific countries, but there are restrictions. You need to do the research for your brand if you're trying to sell outside of the U.S. Everything we have thus far is tailored for the U.S. market on peptides. Selling outside of the U.S. Is possible depending on which country, but most of them, it's pretty restricted. And so everything that we're talking about here is for selling in the U.S. If you're looking to do research peptides outside of the U.S., we are working on those details and having that all kind of understood and how that will work. But for the time being, it's research use in the U.S. Hopefully that makes sense. Guys, I'm going to take a quick breather here. Give me just about 2 minutes, and then I'll be back. So hang tight, bear with me, and I'll be right back. All right. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. So see peptidesciences.com and core peptides for reference of research peptide pricing. In fact, let me show you. Let me pull this site over. Let me go to peptidesciences.com's website. Okay. USA made peptides, research peptide capsules, lots of different things. What's popular? BPC 157, TB 500, KBF, and Here you go. Oh, that one's sold out. Can't give you a price on that one. BPC 157, 140 bucks. BPC 157, 10 milligrams, 100 bucks. Right? BPC 157, 5 milligram, sold at 60 bucks. So you can go through the same catalog and understand this is the same price point we recommended selling at right here, 100 bucks for the 10 milligram. So everything from, again, all the research guys across the top 50 online stores has been done to be able to get you guys the correct recommended price that you'd be selling for, right? Retatrutide, 12 milligram, 230 bucks. I think on our product, let me shrink this down. We go back to that page. So again, retatrutide, a 12 milligram dosage. They have it listed at 230 bucks. Retatrutide for us. Maybe I went right past it, not paying attention. 12 milligram, we're saying 200 bucks. They have it listed at 230 on their site. For example, right? They have it at 230. You have it listed at 200. So we're a little below competitor retail. When we're telling you to sell it, it's positioning you as a cheaper option than what some of these main leading sites are. So you can have a price advantage, but look at your margin, guys. I mean, the real question is how, like we've asked this all the time in our lives on Rocktomic, is how many do you think you can sell per day when you're doing a bundle? And most people say anywhere between 5 and 15. If you're selling 5 to 15 of just this one product, right, orders per day, you're talking $90 in margin for one unit. What if you're selling a bundle to 5 clients a day? That's 3 units. If you have a, average margin of, call it $50 per SKU, and you're doing a triple SKU per order, that's 150 bucks per order, right? That's 800 bucks a day if you're doing 5. It's 2,500 bucks a day margin if you're doing 15. So you just got to do the math and understand like how quickly this scales up. And if you can do the price point the right way and get out in front of the market and learn the marketing side, you are the cost winner there, right? Being able to get in front of all that stuff. So we're excited. We're gonna have the full catalog here very, very soon for you guys. You can pull up everything. Yes, we do have CJC and ipamorelin. I think that was one of the products we showcased tonight. Let me check. But that is one of the products we will have. Yes, I think that's on the global side. That's also a blend that I've been taking myself, and it's great. But we don't have that to show tonight. But yes, that is one of the products as well. GLPs will be the highest margin peptides that you'll have access to. They're the most popular as well. So, guys, that's pretty much it for the evening. So thank you guys so much for your time, your attention. If you have any remaining questions, feel free to drop it in the chat here. Otherwise, again, this was a live presentation. Super excited to kind of walk you through this. Thank you to my business partners, Aaron and Marco, for just working around the clock to get this done and presented. And we're trying to get everything launch ready here from the onset and having everything that we need to have ready. But we're just sprinting. We're sprinting and going on 3 or 4 hours of sleep pretty much every night, all of us. And super exciting. For those of you who did shoot me the email, thank you. Again, for those of you watching the replay, please email me b.morgan@rocktomic.com or b.morgan@yourpeptidebrand.com, moreover, to get access to the Your Peptide Brand launch and guarantee your spot for one of the first 300 slots. Those who send the email from this webinar will be given guaranteed access. And before we publish anything, as long as you're a scale member with Rocktomic, you will be given first rights to use the sign up link that we'll send out. All that is gated. meaning we literally have 300 spots. When the 300 spots are gone, the checkout link will not work. So when you get the email, please take a look and get going from there. But yeah, thank you, Marco. Thank you, Aaron. And thank all of you for taking the time to join tonight. Lots of information, and God bless. We'll see you guys on the inside, and we'll be talking here again very, very soon. Please, I don't know if we got the link. If you should be able to find Your Peptide brand. Let me see if I can find the link for the YouTube. 1 second. Just to see if I can find the link for you guys to follow our YouTube page, Your Peptide brand. I don't even know if this is the right one, so I'm not going to send it out yet. But we will have that going out in an email. So join the wait list at yourpeptidebrand.com. We'll send out a link for you to join the YouTube channel. Please click through that, get that followed. Follow us on YouTube. There it is, at yourpeptidebrand.com. Thank you, Aaron. I'll show that right here on the page. Please go ahead and click on that lovely link right there. You should be able to highlight that on your screen, I believe. Maybe not. Always super fun. Okay, well, thank you guys so much. And again, we'll see you guys very, very shortly. Thank you so much for your attending, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great evening. Yes, Jason, the email will come from me as well. Sorry, I didn't see your note until just now. Just doing one final check. Perfect. Thanks, guys. We'll again talk to you soon. And if you're watching the webinar replay here, when you do see this, just email me b.morgan@yourpeptidebrand.com, and you'll get access to my first email that I will send out once we go live with the link. And that'll guarantee you the first shot at signing up for one of those spots. Now, if you don't sign up when you're supposed to, that's on you. But I promise you, I will send out the link to all of you who did subscribe tonight, and email me directly as well. So thank you so much, guys. Talk to you soon. Cheers.